My friends, it's a chilling story that will make you think twice about late-night workouts, about a gym cleaner and leaner with a passion for bodybuilding. Imagine a gym where the cleaner, Mike, poured his heart and soul into both cleaning and working out. Every surface gleamed under his meticulous care, reflecting his dedication to the job. Mike was deeply passionate about sculpting his body, dreaming of becoming a bodybuilder. Each day, he envisioned himself on stage, flexing muscles that had been honed through relentless effort and determination. By day, he meticulously cleaned the gym, but by night, he transformed into a dedicated weightlifter. His dual lives were a testament to his unwavering commitment to his dream. Mike's nightly workouts became more intense as he pushed himself to lift heavier weights. Each session was a battle against his own limits, driven by an insatiable desire to improve. One fateful night, Mike found himself alone in the gym, the usual hum of activity replaced by an eerie silence. Determined to surpass his limits, he faced a daunting challenge. As he struggled to lift the heavy weight, it came crashing down with a deafening thud. The sound echoed through the empty gym, a grim reminder of his overambitious attempt. Trapped and alone, Mike couldn't free himself from the crushing load. His breaths grew shallow and labored until tragically they ceased altogether, leaving him lifeless under the weight. The next morning, the gym staff found his lifeless body, sending shockwaves through the community. Friends, members, and colleagues mourned, the gym's atmosphere forever changed by the tragic event. Soon after Mike's tragic end, eerie stories began to circulate among the gym-goers. Whispers of ghostly encounters and strange occurrences spread like wildfire, unsettling the once vibrant community. People claimed to see Mike's ghost wandering the gym late at night. His spectral figure, still clad in workout gear, appeared near weight racks, sending shivers down spines. Some swore they saw gym equipment moving on its own, as if possessed by an unseen force. Dumbbells rolled and treadmills started without warning, fueling the growing sense of dread. Others reported sudden cold spots and an overwhelming feeling of dread during their workouts. These chilling sensations were often accompanied by the eerie sensation of being watched. A few even heard faint whispers, as if Mike was urging them to lift heavier weights. These ghostly murmurs left many questioning their sanity, adding to the gym's haunted reputation. The gym's atmosphere grew increasingly tense, with many members avoiding late-night sessions. Whispers of Mike's presence became more frequent, casting a shadow over what was once a vibrant place. Curious, I decided to visit the gym one night to see if the stories were true. The air was thick with unease, making every sound seem louder and more ominous. I witnessed weights shifting on their own and felt an icy chill run down my spine. It was as if Mike himself was still there, watching. I realized the stories were all too real. Mike's restless spirit still lingered in the gym. The once familiar environment had transformed into a realm of supernatural occurrences. So, my friend, be careful when you push yourself beyond your limits. You never know who or what might be watching. The haunting legacy of Mike serves as a chilling reminder. This was creepiest experience I ever had at gym. Actually, I've been going to gym at night for a while. It was late July to second week of August. I was going to gym at nighttime. When I entered the gym before start my workout, I just put on my headphones and I jumped onto treadmill to start a great workout. I was thinking about my workout and was planning what to do and what not. I saw one or two people around, but never paid much attention as I was busy in myself only. And there was this creepy, skinny white guy there who always follows me around the gym. Doesn't matter where I go within the gym, this guy will be right by my side within 1 minute. Just awkwardly stares at me while either sitting on a machine or stands near me for over an hour or until I leave. And that's all he did for a while. Most people who follows me around the gym always does this. I started my workout going from one station to another station, and I realized there is creepy white guy who is just looking at me and following each and everything. I personally have no objection doing that. It is great you do it, and I don't say I am a fitness buff that you should follow. But it was kinda creepy that he followed each and everything I was doing, from stretching to any workout. I was really engrossed in my schedule that I tried to avoid it, but it became really creepy when he followed in spa as well. On the second week of August, on Friday night, I got to gym earlier than usual, finished my weightlifting stuff, and I went to practice kickboxing stuff at the corner of the gym where the heavy bag is. Very close by, there is a seated calf raise machine. The guy shows up to gym while I was taking a 1-minute break. He looks around, sees me, rushes over and just sits on the calf raise machine. Then he put his phone between his crotch, vertically upright, using his thighs to hold up his phone. While I was circling around the bag and throwing 2 to 4 hit combos, I noticed he would occasionally look down between his crotch in a very weird way to look at his phone screen while sitting there, and he would adjust his phone, came to aim at me. So I stopped, started taking off one of my gloves. I wanted to talk to him really quick to ask if he was recording me. Then he quickly got up, poked on his phone, puts his phone in his pocket, and he just ran across the gym and dashed upstairs. I didn't see him at gym until the Wednesday on the 3rd week of August, and this is the day when it was the creepiest. The guy shows up and followed me around the gym as usual. After I was done with my workout, he rushes out the gym. I thought he left as usual. After I got out of the locker room and walked out the gym, the guy was standing by the curb of the sidewalk looking right at me. I was like, whatever, and started walking towards the apartment I live at. Halfway home, I felt like I'm being stared at, so I turned around and there he was walking behind me not that far away. I thought maybe it was a coincidence that we just happened to be walking the same direction. I took a detour and made a left turn. Halfway into the block, I looked back again. The guy was still walking behind me. I made 2 more left turns so that I just walked in a square, and there he was still walking behind me. I started walking the opposite direction from where my apartment is, walked up to 3rd Ave, and when I was almost at near my street, I saw a Whole Foods supermarket and went inside. I stood and hid behind the display racks. Within seconds, the guy comes rushing into the store. He didn't see me standing beside the display racks and walks through the second automatic doors without noticing me standing behind him. Then after he walked inside and turned into an aisle, I quickly left and went home. I never went back to gym around that time again, just stuck to going to gym during the daytime or at a really late time to avoid him. And now, as weeks turned into months, I tried to put the incident behind me, but the memory lingered like a dark cloud. I wasn't willing to risk finding out why. In the end, I made peace with my decision to stay away, finding solace in outdoor workouts and home exercises for some days. And after a few months, I joined a different gym, whose path was also different, and I never again go to gym in at night. This was a terrifying chapter of my life I was more than happy to leave behind, and these terrifying memories I don't want to keep in my mind. This happened about 5 years ago when I had shifted my house to Newtown, due to which I had also changed my gym to maintain my bodybuilding routine. Starting my first day at the new gym, I felt a surge of excitement. Determined to get in shape, I laced up my sneakers and headed for the treadmill. The workout left me feeling accomplished and energized. I decided to explore the facility, eager to see what else the gym had to offer. As I walked down a dimly lit hallway, curiosity gnawed at me. The corridor seemed to stretch endlessly. At the end of the corridor, a door stood slightly ajar. Intrigued, I felt an irresistible pull to see what lay beyond, my heart quickening with anticipation. Curiosity got the best of me, and I gently pushed the door open. The creak echoed, revealing an old storage room filled with dusty, forgotten equipment. Dust covered everything in the old storage room. Shelves overflowed with forgotten gym equipment. The air was thick with neglect, making each breath feel heavy and stale. Among the clutter, a row of mirrors caught my eye. They looked out of place, as if they belonged somewhere more grand. Their reflective surfaces were dimmed by layers of grime. I approached the mirrors, eager to see my reflection after a hard workout. My muscles burned pleasantly, and sweat trickled down my face. I expected to see a tired but proud version of myself. To my shock, my reflection didn't mimic my movements. I waved my hand, but it remained still. I jumped up and down, yet it stared back unblinking and motionless. Panic set in as I realized something was terribly wrong. My reflection's eyes seemed to bore into me, sending shivers down my spine. Suddenly it smirked, an eerie expression that didn't belong on my face. I frantically waved my arms, hoping my reflection would finally mirror me, but it just stood there, smirking. The sight of its eerie, unmoving face sent chills down my spine. Desperation took over, and I decided to bolt for the door. Just as I reached it, the door slammed shut with a deafening thud, trapping me inside. I pounded on the door with all my might, but it felt like I was hitting solid rock. The fear of being trapped intensified with each futile attempt. Turning back to the mirror, I saw my reflection moving on its own. It stepped out from the mirror frame, its eyes locked onto mine. I felt paralyzed with dread. My reflection stepped out of the mirror frame, its movements eerily fluid and deliberate. Fear paralyzed me as it drew closer, its smirk growing more sinister with each step. Frantic, I scanned the room for any means of escape. My heart raced as I spotted a hidden latch. Desperation fueled my efforts, and I pried the door open. I bolted down the hallway, my footsteps echoing in the dimly lit corridor. My heart pounded in my chest, and I refused to glance back at the horror behind me. Bursting into the main gym area, I gasped for breath, my body trembling. Other gym-goers stared, puzzled by my disheveled appearance and the terror etched on my face. I vowed never to return to that part of the gym, recounting my terrifying ordeal to friends. Their faces reflected a mix of disbelief and concern as I shared my horror gym experience. Dear viewers, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe my YouTube channel, Mr. Horror Hood, to watch more such fearful and real-life experience videos. Thanks for watching. See you in next video.